Did you know? Bananas are radioactive. Relax. This isn't clickbait. And it doesn't mean bananas are dangerous. In fact, it's the opposite. Bananas are a fascinating example of how radiation actually exists all around us, even in the most ordinary, everyday things. Let's take it step by step. When people hear the word radiation, most immediately think of scary things. Nuclear bombs, leaking reactors, major disasters like Chernobyl or Fukushima. The word radiation often feels foreign, dangerous, and something to avoid at all costs. But the reality is much simpler than that. Without realizing it, humans are exposed to radiation every single day. Not because of disasters, not because of advanced technology, but because we live in the universe. When you fly on an airplane, you're exposed to cosmic radiation from outer space. When you get an X-ray at the hospital, you receive a small dose of radiation. Even when you sleep next to another person, your bodies emit tiny amounts of natural radiation toward each other. And yes, when you eat a banana, that leads to an interesting question. Why bananas? Why not apples, rice, or bread? The answer lies in one important element found in bananas: potassium. Bananas are well known as an excellent source of potassium. Potassium is an essential mineral for the human body. It plays a major role in muscle function, the nervous system, and especially in keeping your heartbeat stable. Without potassium, the human body simply wouldn't function properly. But here's a lesser-known fact. Potassium in nature doesn't come in just one form. A small portion of naturally occurring potassium is radioactive. This isotope is called potassium-40, or K40. And this is important to understand. K40 is not man-made. It's not nuclear waste. It's not a product of industry. K40 is a natural element that has existed since the Earth was formed, billions of years ago. Potassium-40 has a half-life of about 1.25 billion years. That means it decays incredibly slowly. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. On a human timescale, it's almost eternal. Every time a K40 atom decays, it releases energy in the form of radiation. There are two main types involved. First, beta radiation, tiny particles similar to electrons. Second, gamma radiation, high-energy radiation capable of passing through many materials. That might sound frightening, but here's the most important part of this story. What determines danger isn't just the type of radiation. It's the amount. In physics and health science, dose is everything. A single banana emits an extremely small amount of radiation. So small, in fact, that scientists use it as a comparison unit. It's called the banana equivalent dose, or BED. The idea is simple. How much radiation exposure is equivalent to eating one banana? One banana exposes you to about 0.1 microsieverts of radiation. That number is incredibly tiny, so small that it's essentially meaningless for the human body. For comparison, a single chest X-ray delivers about 100 times more radiation than eating one banana. To actually suffer radiation sickness, a person would need to eat around 5 million bananas at once. And obviously, that's impossible. Long before radiation became a problem, your body would give up for many other reasons. What's even more interesting is this. Your own body is radioactive. The human body contains potassium. And just like bananas, a small portion of that potassium is K40. As long as you're alive, the K40 atoms inside your body are constantly decaying, every second, without you noticing. And that's completely normal. Our bodies have evolved alongside natural radiation for millions of years. Our biological systems know how to handle it. Bananas also aren't the only foods with natural radioactivity. Many others contain similar elements, such as potatoes, nuts, beans, and especially Brazil nuts, which actually have higher natural radioactivity than bananas. Even commercially produced table salt contains traces of K-40. In some schools and universities, bags of salt are used in simple experiments to detect radiation. So what's the conclusion? Radioactivity does not automatically mean danger. What truly matters are three things: the type of radiation, the duration of exposure, and the dose. In small amounts, radiation is simply a natural part of our world. Bananas are not a threat. They're the perfect reminder that our fear of radiation is often exaggerated. Not because radiation is inherently dangerous, but because we don't understand its scale. So the next time you eat a banana, remember this. Yes, you're interacting with something radioactive, but it's also completely safe, entirely natural, and utterly ordinary. And if you enjoy content like this, simple everyday facts that hide fascinating scientific explanations, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend, because often, the most interesting knowledge is hidden in the most ordinary things.